Here's some questions with rational expressions. So if they ask you for what the domain is, they're saying what are non-allowable numbers on the bottom. And so I can't get 0 from the bottom. So I can't have a 0 from that or from that. So you could say something like this. You can say, well, either x can't be equal to 0 or 9x plus 7 can't be equal to 0. So 0 is one of the things, can't be 0. The other one would be you'd have to solve this I guess, not equal to equation. Move the 7 to the other side, divide by 9. So if they say what is the domain, you can say, well, it's any x you want as long as x isn't 0 and x isn't negative 7/9. Right, that's probably what I would write for that one. This next one, a little tougher. It says to simplify this. So if I have a negative exponent, I can change that to positive exponent, but I can't, if there's a plus sign there, I can't just move this to the bottom of the fraction. Like if I had x to the minus 6, y to the minus 6 over z or something, I could just leave, on the top I'd leave a 1, on the bottom I'd have x to the positive 6, y to the positive 6z. But in this case, because it's addition, you can't do that. Maybe we can do it later in our simplification, but at this point you can't do that. Okay, so what can we do? We can change it to the bottom of a fraction, but just by itself. So we could change that to be 1 over x to the positive 6 plus 1 over y to the positive 6 all over, down here, same thing, 1 over x plus 1 over y. So your lowest common denominator dealing with a complex fraction like this, I think it would be x6, y6. So I'm going to multiply everything by that. So I'm going to multiply this by x6, y6, and I'm going to multiply this by x6, y6. It's like it's over 1, right? Both of those. So on the top, when I multiply this by that, the x6's cancel out, and I'd just be left with y to the 6th plus, and then if I multiply this by that, the y6 cancel out, so I'm just left with x to the 6th all over. On this one of the x's would cancel, so it would be x to the 5 y6 plus, and then the next one of the y's would cancel, so x6 y5. Okay, I think I'm done there. I guess you could factor something out. So on the top one, I'll maybe write it alphabetically. And then on the bottom, I could factor out an x5, y5, leaving me with y plus x, or x plus y. But that doesn't really, I don't think that helps at all. This is, you could consider that as a difference of cubes, but I don't think we're going to get anything that we'd be able to work with after that. So I would probably end my answer right there. All right, hopefully that helps you with those two.